Hey guys, Brian here. Just wanted to show you guys some of the odds and ends that I've been kind of doing around the house, getting ready for winter time. And I thought I'd give you guys a quick little preview or show of what I've been up to since I haven't been working a lot lately. Season's kind of slowing down, but yeah, I figured I'd show you guys what I've been up to. I pretty much widened the circle. You guys can kind of see pretty much from here over. I widened. It was already supposedly there used to be gravel there, but it had all grown over to grass. It's pretty much grass from here over. So I put a load of 5/8 or 1.25 inches down. You guys can see kind of where the circle was, right about there. What's up, Luis? What's up, Turco Tech? Just showing you guys something I've been up to. Yeah, no, it is nice to live on the end of a dead-end road. So I widened this because I remember last year I didn't have the dump truck. Well, I did have the dump truck last year, but I wasn't driving it every day. Anyways, I was driving my pickup, and as a truck driver, and most of you guys will relate to this, we always like to back into our parking spaces. For some reason, we just like to back in. That way, when we go somewhere, we could just pull out and leave. Dump truck's running good. Everything's going good. Work has slowed down a little bit. Thanks, Chris. Thanks. So we always like to back in, right? So when this was all grass, like last winter, I would come in and I would swing wide over onto the grass, and then I'd back in. That's how I used to always do it, right? Because that was the easiest for my pickup, since it has manual steering. It's not, it doesn't turn on a dime or anything like that. So it got kind of rutted out. So I decided this year I was going to put some gravel down, and the dump truck man, or the garbage man, is going to thank me a lot too, because he used to, kind of swing wide and hit this guy's grass, and he was getting really pissed off about it. So I figured I'd upgrade and, help the garbage man out, help me out a little bit. I should be able to turn around in this cul-de-sac now with the dump truck without any issues, I would hope. So we pretty much widened it by about maybe 11 feet, 12 feet. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. I pretty much spreaded it with my dump truck, and then I went back over it with the backhoe, and probably spent about a good, probably a good hour and a half just smoothing it all out and making it nice and pretty. I think we'll get another dump truck maybe in the springtime. One of my buddies really wants to come drive with me, so it's a tough decision to make, but I think he's pretty much made his mind up. He wants to come drive with me, and so he's gonna buy his own dump truck, and basically he's going to, he's gonna buy a dump truck just like I did, and he'll pretty much have my name on the door, and he's gonna work with me, because I've already established all the contacts and all that. I'm already in the industry, and so instead of him reinventing the wheel, he's just gonna pretty much get a dump truck, sign on with me, and I'll probably make a small percentage of what his truck makes. And that way, he stays busy, I stay busier, because the more dump trucks you have, the more work you're gonna get year round. That's just kind of the way it works. Like Justin said, they want to make one call and be done with the dispatching. So it's pretty much how it works. Some other things I've been up to. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. I got a thumb. I welded on there, a manual thumb. It moves positions. So that pin right there moves, and then it can go up and it closes more. So that makes it a lot easier to pick up logs and cement and whatnot. Everything that comes along with it. I had this pile of wood kind of over here, so I was kind of chainsawing it up a little bit, knocking down the berry vines. I sprayed them with poison, but these berry vines, they just never seem to die, you know. I mowed the lawn the other day. So we got the backhoe, dump truck. I gotta kind of try and convince my grandpa to give me his lawnmower because it's orange, just like my dump truck. So that'd be pretty cool if we painted something on there. I got the gray one. That's my little lawnmower right there. The Craftsman. I just put brand new wheels on it, and then one of the blades fell off, which was kind of really annoying. I was also sawing up I had a pile of wood back here. You guys can see it right there. Whoa, too much, there we go. Got a pile of wood, I was chainsawing it up. Whoa, trying to zoom all the way out there. Mowed the backyard. You know, I sprayed all those berry bushes, but they just don't seem to be going away. So I'm just gonna keep spraying them and see what happens. If worst comes to worst, I'll take the fence out right there and then go back there with the backhoe and rip that out. Yeah, if it was if I got it for free. This lawnmower is from probably the 80s. Yeah, I wish I could take it to them and they'd fix it, but Sears is going out of business, so we're kind of out of luck on that one. Yeah, if you can't tell, it's kind of an old one. Not kind of, it's definitely old. It's got duct tape on the seat and everything, but the Briggs & Stratton motor in this thing they are unstoppable. Unstoppable, man. If I sat on this thing and tried to fire it up right now, it would fire up guaranteed. My grandpa's lawnmower, the battery's kind of dead on it, kind of stinks, so it doesn't start up as easy as my Briggs & Stratton does. Thing just fires right up, even after a long winter of doing nothing. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that was super annoying. I mean, I had just finished mowing the neighbor's yard completely, so I mean, it wasn't that big of an inconvenience for me, except for the fact that I don't know if you guys seen the video where I was trying to put the blade back on, which I haven't got to that yet. Yeah, I couldn't get the blade back on. Tried to put a bolt in there, and then I broke the bolt off, and just a complete nightmare. There's my little chainsaw I got there. Home Light 3816C. It's a decent little chainsaw. The blade gets dull kind of fast, you know, but cheap blade. Seems to work pretty good. I like it. I've had it for, I want to say I've had it for probably about 5 years now. Probably 4 or 5 years. And never let me down yet. I got it, it was one of the older discontinued models at Lowe's. So they were trying to get rid of it. They were trying to sell it. So they dropped the price a ton, and it's like 50 bucks or something like that. So I was like, oh, sweet. So I bought it. Sharpened the blade today. Yeah, just doing some odds and ends, pretty much. The driveway was the biggest thing that I was doing. I think it turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty good. Like you can see, from here out was all grass. I pretty much put a whole load of gravel there. Should be a lot easier for the dump truck to turn around. Maybe I'll be able to turn around with the trailer on, but I doubt it. It's just too tight. Like if I could expand this way, that would be amazing, but I can't because the neighbor's drain field is literally like right there, right? So I mean, I could expand probably to right there, but that 1.5 feet isn't gonna do me nothing. So, yep. What are you guys up to? I sent some of these shirts off. You guys can't see. There you go. There you go. You can kind of see it. Sent some shirts off. Sent one to J-Bo and one to, I think his name's Tyler. I have to look that up. Yep, so that's what we've been up to. You guys probably seen I hauled some concrete at VANDUYN. That was pretty fun. I'll be going back tomorrow or the next day maybe. Just depends on if, you know, they need some work or not. So things are slowing down a lot. I'm still pretty confident that we're gonna meet our 100,000 goal by the end of this month, even though things have really dropped off. Like, I mean, really dropped off. Like, I didn't work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I haven't worked at all this week, except for, you know, doing my own stuff. For dirt, it's like 110, 115, 120. And for asphalt, it's like 130-ish. And that's for a 4-axle dump truck, which that's a 4-axle dump truck. You know, 3 in the back, 1 in the front, 4 axles. If you have another axle, then you could probably get, you know, 125 hauling dirt, maybe 130. And asphalt's probably like 140, maybe. And if you have a super dump, then you're getting 150 an hour. Can't wait to... Dude, this backhoe is almost paid for itself. Almost. $1,000 more, and then... Chris, you're funny. No, it's just that time of year. You know, things slow down. Basically what happens is, you know, and I was talking to one of the guys that has a lot of experience in the industry, and he says typically, you know, around October, November, it pretty much stops. You know, because people have gotten their foundations dug, and all the dirt work is done for the season, pretty much, and then they're going to be working on their project. You know, they're building during the winter. That'll keep them busy, you know, but for the most part, all the dirt work gets done in the summer. Mainly because, you know, people don't want to dig dirt in mud because it costs more. I mean, you haul less, you get less done, the mud, you know, kind of fills back in. You just can't work with mud. And then, you know, if it's frozen, then you really can't do anything because you're not going to be digging in, you know, frozen ground. That just doesn't work, you know, so. And then the asphalt, you know, with it being in Washington, it just rains so much, people, you know, they try to stay away from doing it. Pretty much the only thing that you can do in the wintertime with a dump truck that I'm seeing is, like, if people have drainage problems, right? you can, you know, fix their drainage problems. A lot of people get rock during the winter, you know, for their driveways and stuff. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really, I kind of feel like I've also slacked off a ton, like for looking for work. I don't know. I feel like I'm in this hibernation mode now, you know, kind of, not really looking for work because I've got a nice savings ready for winter. I'm just ready to, you know, spend a little bit more time with my family. That's a good question, Mark. Well, the past week I haven't done a single thing. I haven't worked at all. In the summer, I would say I probably worked on average 20 to 35 hours more per week, running my own business in the summertime. But listen to this. I didn't have to. The work was there and I wanted to do it because I chose to do it. And I knew that, you know, wintertime is a little bit more scarce. And I didn't want to be in the position where I was stressed about not being able to provide for my family. So I worked as many hours as I could in the summer. Like, I never turned down work. Never. I worked every single day, except for, with exception, 1 or 2 days where I had worked a day shift and I chose not to work a night shift. But in the wintertime, I mean, if I don't work a single day for a month, I'm not going to be too worried about it because I have built up a big savings, you know. So I'm not too worried about working during the winter. You know, if I find work, I'm obviously I'm not gonna turn it down. But people tend to pay slower during the winter because they have less money coming into. So it's kind of, you know, you think more, are they gonna pay me or are they gonna hold my money out for 90 to, you know, 130 days, 180 days, you know, are they gonna hold my money longer, you know? So you have to think about that. Definitely, if you plan on buying a truck, I would recommend doing it, but do not go into business this time of year. I would wait until, don't start your business until April. February, April, May. That's what I would, I mean, I started in May, second week of May, and as soon as I started, there was no days where I didn't have work. I just constantly pounded and just kept working. So this time of year, not a good idea. I mean, like I said, I've been in the industry for 6 months, and this whole past week I haven't worked a single day. So, I mean, if you're just now trying to get in the industry and trying to find work, good luck, buddy, because people are going to call me before they call you. You know what I mean? So, you're not going to have any work, really. So, I would wait until springtime. April, May is the perfect time to start a dump truck business. June is kind of getting late in the season, really, and I didn't really know that, you know, but that's when I was planning on starting, was the end of June. Bad idea. That's just a little too late in the season. If you can, April, May is the perfect time, at least here in Washington. Your mileage may vary, you know, depending on where you're at. So, yeah, definitely. It's been cool, though. I mean, I went on a bike ride with my wife and my 2 kids yesterday. We went down to the Ording Trail and we rode our bikes like 6 or 7 miles, which, like, working a day job, you don't get the opportunity to just do that whenever you want. You know what I mean? You, like, guaranteed you're going to work every single day for 10 hours, you know. When you run your own business, you work when there's work, you relax when there isn't. You know what I mean? Just kind of save, and then you got to have that mentality that also when you make tons of money, you can't just go blow it all. Like, you have to save, because there will be a time when you don't do any work. You know, so you just got to have that mindset also, you know. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to take any time off because he's got truck payments. He's got, you know, tons of credit lines that he has to pay, you know, so he doesn't just get to take time off. Like, if he took a whole week off, he would be screaming. You know, his stress level would be really, really high. Plus, another thing that he has that I don't is he has employees. And when you have employees, you really have to think about other people's lives too. I mean, you really have to think about their lives too, and think about them, because this, as soon as you stop giving them work and you take the work for yourself, then they leave. They're gone. There's no loyalty in trucking, you know. So, you know, as soon as the money stops flowing, they're gone. So, I mean, basically, yeah, it's stressful having, you know, employees, because you have to take care of them, you have to take care of their family, you have to make sure they're making money. And even if you're not, even like if you have just enough work just to pay them, that's, you got to take it just to pay them. I mean, yeah, I mean, that lifestyle has got to be tough, you know. But I will say next year we will have one driver at least. Guaranteed we're going to have a driver. And maybe another truck. We'll see. We'll see. But guaranteed we'll have another driver. I'm pretty sure my buddy's going to buy a truck, so, you know, or he's going to try and save for one, and maybe we'll go in together on one, or who knows. We'll see how things go. So, but, yeah, or either that, or, you know, depending on if he changes his mind, then I'll buy an excavator, you know, or maybe I'll buy both. Well, who knows. But anyways, guys, I just want to check in with you guys, say hi, and, you know, there's always stuff to be done everywhere. There's not really a whole lot of time to just relax and do nothing, because, you know, people like us that run our own businesses, we don't ever just do nothing. Like, watching TV is not really one of our types of things we like to do. I mean, every once in a while we'll watch some TV, but, you know, but most of the time it's always towards progressing, working towards a goal we have, you know. So, anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button. You drove for your last gig. Where did you gain your technical skill set? Like, what do you mean technical? Like, working on stuff, or like what? What do you mean by that? Also, guys, check out my Instagram. I think I got 137 followers, so we're, you know, we're working on that. So check out the Instagram, definitely. I always post pictures there, you know. I'm guessing by skill set, you mean like my mechanical ability to work on things. And, you know, ever since like a young age, I've worked with my grandpa on fixing like lawnmowers and stuff. And so my grandpa always had the attitude, if it's broke, take it apart and, you know, at least see what it's like on the inside, you know. And then if, you know, then try and put it back together and you know, see what's out of the ordinary, what's broke, you know. And it pretty much came from my grandpa, I would say, you know, at a young age. You know, we always worked on lawnmowers. And, well, mainly my grandpa worked on them. I just handed him the tools and kind of watched, you know. But that's probably how it started, you know. And then I got this fear of, you know, or this courage that, you know, take it apart and see, you know, if you can fix it, you know. If it's already broke, what's it matter anyways, you know? It's just going to go to the garbage man or the recycling. So you might as well just take it apart and look, you know. And that's kind of pretty much where it came from. Just started with nothing, and then I just started growing and getting more and more experience, you know. But yeah, no, definitely. See, in Washington, there's Peterbilt's, Kenworths, and Max. Like, those are the 3 dump trucks. There is hardly no Freightliners, right? And you know, if I were to buy another dump truck, it would probably be a Peterbilt or a Kenworth. Preferably a Peterbilt. Just because, you know, if I can stick with one brand, I'd rather stick with one brand. The parts are more interchangeable. At least I feel like they are, you know. It gives a cleaner appearance, too, to your fleet, you know what I mean, if they're all Peterbilts. If you start mix-matching Mack, Peterbilt, Kenworth, and then you're pretty much, you got everything, and it just kind of doesn't look as clean, you know, which you can't pass up a good deal. I will say that. You cannot pass up a good deal. But if you're prepared, then, you know, the good deal is going to be something you want. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would get another Peterbilt. If it were up to me, I would get another Peterbilt. You know, if my friend's going to buy his truck, like, I can't tell him, oh, you can only get a Peterbilt, you know? But, you know, he's going to get whatever he wants to get. Whatever's a good deal is what he's going to get. And I'll support him 100% on that, you know? And, you know, the main thing is he's going to be doing his own work on his truck. You know, I'll be there to help him and support him, you know, but, you know, if something breaks, it's not going to be drop it off at Brian's house and I'll see you later. You know, that's not how it's going to be. You know, Luis, it all depends on what we negotiate, you know, because before we do anything, we're going to have to sit down and we're going to have to say, okay, this is what's what. You know, that way nobody's toes get stepped on. Nobody has this idea that they're going to get this in their head and then the other person's like, whoa, what? Like, how is that even possible, you know? So we're just going to sit down, you know, before he does anything crazy, we'll sit down and we'll pencil everything out, you know, basically. Get everything on the table. That way there's no miscommunications, you know. So, you know, but it would probably only be a very small percentage. What's up, Evan? Thanks for checking in. Yeah, it would be a very small percentage, mainly because all I'm doing is I'm just finding the work, you know, and I would benefit a lot from it too because, you know, if I have 2 trucks and I can speak for 2 trucks, guaranteed, you know, that gives me more leverage in the finding the work stuff, you know what I mean? Because, like, if I can't do something, then I can still get a truck guaranteed, you know what I mean, for the most part. And people like that a lot. So, that's where we're at. What are you guys all up to? No, I'm not a broker. But, I have helped some people out in the past where, you know, I've had a few friends where they are tight on money. And so, you know, being the type of person I have, you know, a nice savings. And so I had done deals where I had, you know, if they wanted to get paid that same day, then we worked something out where I would make some money, but I would pay them, and then I would put in the truck ticket, and I would get paid for their job. But they would get paid the same day, just lesser, you know. Like for an example, like if I did a job for 130 bucks an hour, and they were on that same job, and they were getting paid 130, I would pay them like 100 bucks an hour that same day, and then I would turn in the ticket for them and get paid 130. You know what I mean? So I would make, you know, 180 or 200 bucks on that truck ticket. You know, which in the end it doesn't equal out to that, because then I have to pay more taxes and stuff. It gets kind of confusing. But you know, I just did that to help them out mainly, you know, get them paid right away so they could have some money to do whatever they wanted to do, you know. But it's really risky doing that too, because I mean, you pay somebody and then you're waiting 30 days to get paid. What if they don't pay? Then not only are you out the money you made, but you're out the money that they were supposed to make, you know. And, you know, you can lose a lot of money fast that way, you know, if people don't pay. So, anyways, guys, I got a phone call to make. There are some people that are overdue past 30 days, and they haven't been paying me. So I got to start harassing them. And there's another guy. I'll probably be doing a video on him pretty shortly, because he said he, you know, anyways, there's been some argument about the pay, so we're probably going to do a video about him. And you guys, as wannabe owner-operators, you better tune into that video, because it's very important to know, you know, that type of stuff. So anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button, pound the subscribe button, check out the Instagram, check out the Facebook, and I'll catch you guys later.